Tonight, you will hear how 3 church sex abuse survivors formed a friendship and are now advocating for other victims. They created their own support group after breaking with the survivors network of those abused by priests. They say they felt betrayed following a meeting between a former SNAP leader and the Archbishop of New Orleans. Kimberly Kurth has the story.
Through their personal trauma, these 3 church sex abuse survivors formed a bond. Some might call it a brotherhood.
The 3 of us here have binded together, yes, to form a union. Until I met Richard and John and a lot of these people in our network now, my life was going downhill quickly. I'm so grateful that I found people that support other victims.
They've all shared their stories publicly and started advocating for others.
We formed just an impromptu Facebook group, and it worked out really well. We were sort of living in exile over there as a support group, and we just decided to make it official, and so we have.
Now they formed their own support group. It's called Survivors of Childhood Sex Abuse, or SCSA, and their mission is clear.
And that's what we're about, the transparency, and justice more than anything, because you can't tell me that there are not more pedophiles out here right now that need to be brought to justice.
Our primary purpose is supporting victims and survivors. And that's very important because they live a life of pure hell. They live, before they come forward and become survivors, that the hellish life that they live is, they drink and they do drugs to self-medicate. They all have PTSD. They all have depression.
They want to make sure victims don't feel alone. They say they know firsthand how isolating and devastating that can be.
Having to live a life like we lived, a lot of these people are scared to come out, okay? They need to know that they're not alone.
And sometimes they think that, we are only helping them, but the truth of the matter is that they're helping us as well.
Now, the advocacy group that they founded is offering resources and support to other victims of childhood sex abuse free of charge.
They need people who know where they're coming from, know what they've been through, know what their life is like. We get it.
Kimberly Kurth, Fox 8, Local First.
The founding members of Survivors of Childhood Sex Abuse say they will hold weekly support meetings online. They stress you don't have to go public to join their group. You can just reach out to them while remaining anonymous.